Hey guys, I haven't done a video in a long time. I had just finished up client build 2, which I was really happy with. It comprised of a lot of used parts and refreshing some old parts, and then putting it into a custom case and selling it off. I'm going to be doing the same thing with some other parts that I have laying around, and now fortunately and unfortunately I'm going to be redoing the mod that I had done in the core reactor, which was putting a dual cross-flow radiator into an Antec case. So we're going to be doing the same mod at the front of the Antec case. This is a new Antec 902. We're going to be doing the mod so that the air is coming out the front, and we're also going to be doing the side panel mod, but this time we're not going to be putting the reservoir on the outside, we're going to be putting the reservoir on the inside. And the way I'm going to do that with an Antec 900 is we're going to cut the bays to about here and have the window come out to here, and the res is going to go here. And this is probably where the push-pull config of the radiator is going to be. So the res will be visible on the inside. We're going to be using the XSPC GPU, XSPC pump. We're going to be using a Silent Pro Cooler Master M2 power supply with the 7970 Black Edition overclocked, the XSPC Raystorm water block with the frozenQ reservoir. Have to clean it out, and that is an XSPC cross-flow radiator with the Asus Z87A, and I have yet to buy I'm going to buy the 4670K, the Haswell 4670K for the LGA 1150 socket. Going to be using XSPC UV blue tubing, with most likely we're going to be just using the distilled water for the loop. I have yet to get the RAM and the CPU, but that will all come after we start and finish the cutting of both the side panel and the cages inside to make room for the reservoir. Alright, so the first thing we're looking at here is we're going to cut the hard drive bays. The reason we're cutting the hard drive bays is because the dual rad won't fit in there with the current width, and it needs to be about to here and to here in order to fit the dual radiator all the way through to the front. So what we did last time was we cut these drive bays like this, and then down and in and to here. However, we're going to change that method this time, and we're going to actually cut the bay. We're going to cut it all the way from here down flush, because the attachments are actually here, 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 and here that protrude through the holes here. That's where you attach it. So it's going to have sufficient grip on the side to hold the radiator in. We don't need these extra holes down here. They're not. So we went ahead and just got the brackets. These are the 4 brackets that we need to fasten to the sides of the case here in order to attach the grill to the front. So we're just going to attach these 4 pieces to the sides and then attach that grill to the front with just these 4 pieces, getting rid of the hard drive cage. Alright, so we got the 4 brackets that are in there, just temporary to see how this is going to fit. And here is the drive cage mount here, and it just snaps into place. There we go. Oh, it's not moving. So yep, so those are the only 4 pieces that you need. Each of them is screwed in by 1 screw and then secured by the drive cage. So we're going to do, we're going to cut up the second one, so that we're just taking this bracket, this this bracket and this bracket, and then mounting it up there. Alright, it's easy to get on a roll and forget to document everything. So the last thing we had was the little brackets that we had put in. There's a little bit of water there because I just cleaned it down. Now this ends up fitting perfectly. So the bottom bracket, this is actually right on the ground, and it fits perfect as to where the holes for the screws go. The bottom 4 screws, if you can see them there, and that's where the the fan is going to attach. So those brackets are actually going to hold the radiator in tight with the fan and the 4 brackets there. Also, I've got the side panel cut, but I'm going to show you that in a little bit. Alright, so I've decided to put a space at the bottom for the radiator. So the top is going to be a DVD drive, and then the second space is going to be a fan controller. It's going to control all the fans on the radiator. So there's nothing actually behind here, and that's actually where I'm going to mount the 3.5-inch hard drive with the right underneath there. And then, so now you can see with this I had to drill out the nubs that connect the fan because I already have 4 screws connecting to the radiator and to the chassis. So that will allow this to be placed over top and snap in. So this is it. See, you can see them coming through there. So anyways, once I snap this in,